Hey guys, Earl here. Welcome back to my kitchen. Today I'm going to show you how to make beer rocks with Savory Butcher pre-prepped chicken that we did in another video. I'm going to show you how I create a simple recipe. I call them beer rocks because when you're sitting around watching football and stuff like that, it's a great food just to hold in your hand and eat, but it's done with that Savory Butcher pre-prepped chicken that I showed you how to bag in another video. So it starts simple. You want to grab yourself some biscuits, unless you're getting crazy and you want to make a whole bunch of dough and stuff like that. You can go and grab biscuit dough just like this, but chances are, if you're like me, you're waiting on the game, you want to make something good, you want to make something healthy. Well, I don't know how healthy it is, but it's got Savory Butcher chicken breast in it, so it ain't all bad. But I start by throwing out some flour, just like this, right on my surface, and then I'm going to grab these critters here with hands that are probably too slick to grab them now. And we're gonna peel her open and start making the beer rock dough. The reason, oh, look at that. We're gonna throw the biscuits out here on the flour, just like this. It's a simple recipe, you guys. I like to use this just because it's fast, it's easy. And all I'm doing is I'm taking the biscuit dough and I'm gonna smash them out and I'm gonna kind of make them like a tortilla. And then I'll show you what we do after that, but we're gonna put in that pre-made filling, pre-prepped chicken breast filling. So we're just gonna grab these, make them out in like nice little tortillas, and then we're gonna put the filling in it, and I'll show you here in just a little bit how that works out. All right, guys, so we've got our dough set, ready to fill with the pre-made chicken filling. I use the flour on here because when you're doing this, you don't want this sticking to the surface and tearing or anything like that. So the flour allows you to spread it out. It's gonna dissipate when it cooks. It's not a big deal, but it allows you also, if these things the longer they sit, the more they'll shrink up. So if you have to grab them again, because it already has flour on it, you can kind of spread them out. All right, we're back. It is time to make some beer rocks. So what I did is I took some of my chicken base that I had labeled. So this one here is chicken base. It's got 2 cups in there. So I told you before in one of my other videos that I like to measure them out. Sometimes I'll put 4 cups in, sometimes I'll put 2 cups. 2 cups is just gonna be about right to make these beer rocks. But what I wanna do is I wanna now take this base and get all the juices in there and that goodness. We're gonna get them going in that. Then we're gonna add 2 tablespoons of gravy mix or kitchen bouquet. This is a browning sauce. I'm gonna put that in there. I'm gonna turn the heat up on this. See, I've got some juices from that chicken, so I'm gonna take advantage of those juices. I'm gonna add just a little bit of flour, get her thickening up. Just kind of mixed in here. Oh man, that smell is amazing. That's one of the things I love about chickens. You can change the profile so doggone quick on this. Now I don't want to get too much gravy in here, but I do want to get it going to where I have a gravy. So I got a little bit of flour in there. I'm gonna add just a touch of milk. Let that do what it needs to do. We're gonna go about 1/4 cup. So like in the other video, which you can see down below this video, you can click that to see exactly how I make my chicken base. You'll remember that I don't season the chicken with anything other than the vegetables that I like and some salt and pepper. I like to taste everything as I go along. This should be just about right. Oh, yeah. Great, rich gravy flavor. And just that little touch of milk gave it just what I need. And then we're gonna go about stuffing these. So, let's get our first beer rock ready. So you'll notice that they kind of shrink up. I was telling you about that earlier, but because I put flour on them, I'm able to still work with this. And I don't have to get this going crazy, boiling or anything like that, but I'm gonna get just enough going. And I remember, if you look down in here, I cut the chicken into medium-sized cubes. Why? Because I want to be able to do whatever I want with it when I'm ready to use it. So now I've got this wonderful chicken seasoned up in a brown gravy, and we are going to start ladling that in. We'll just go a little bit at a time. Turn the heat down on that. We're going to add some cheese. And then I'm going to take this and I'm just going to start folding it and making a purse, overlapping like this. And when she's all done, I'm going to take and turn her over just like that. And then we go to the next one. Get a little bit of spread. Add some of this chicken goodness to it. Add a little bit of cheese, and boom. We just kind of make a purse right over it. See how I'm overlapping with each one? Don't worry about if it starts spilling out over the edge or anything like that, because we're going to turn it over. Just like this. These are going to go into the oven at 350 degrees for about 14 minutes. This works with a myriad of different fillings, y'all. These are going to be good. Let's set that right about there. And like most biscuits, it will swell up a little bit as you cook it. Some cheese. That's my oven, which I have preheating back there that you just heard. It does not have to be perfect, but what we are trying to do is create that purse so that when we set it down, she seals. Okay, so we got our beer rocks formed. They're ready to go in the oven, but not before we take and put a little bit of garlic butter on top. And if you don't have a fancy brush at home, don't worry about it. Just grab a spoon, ladle some of this on here, smear it around. A little herbed butter on there. Don't worry if it gets down below. It's all gonna end up good. You do not have to be perfect when cooking. And remember, if it ain't messy, it ain't delicious. But these, I can tell you right now, smell delicious. So we're gonna go a little bit of garlic salt on top of these bad boys, and ta-da, into the oven they go. I'll see you back here in about 14 minutes when we're gonna eat some beer rocks. All right, it's beer rock time. Look at these, look at these. Oh my gosh, they're beautiful. Nice golden brown. You know, with this oven, it took me about 12 minutes on them instead of 14, but that's okay. That's why you kind of watch stuff when it's cooking. But these are beautiful. Wow, they got a nice crispness to them. We're just gonna take these and we're gonna set them over here and let them start cooling so we can actually eat them. Oh, they smell, they smell like homemade biscuits, but you can really smell that chicken that we have in there. can smell everything. The gravy, oh my gosh, these smell good. Ooh, I can't wait. I cannot wait to eat these. This is what's great about these, y'all. You can sit in and watch TV and sit there and eat these as they cool down. Now, if you cut into it right away, these are just going to erupt with flavor. But you know what? It's my kitchen. I don't care. I want you to see what they look like on the inside. So let's just grab one of these beauties that's just begging to boil out. We'll grab a knife. Let's cut into this. Oh, baby. Look at that. Chicken, gravy, the cheese. I know it's not too hot to bite. Buttery, rich garlic, that gravy comes through. Oh, literally one of my favorites. Hey, you can make these at home. Click down below for the recipe. Make sure you like and subscribe. We'll see you next time here on Earl's Kitchen. Talk to you then.